Hello everyone, it's me, Shwavy, aka Wavy Baby, Wavy Shwavy. And for today's video, we are doing an in-depth character customization for Tower Fantasy. And yeah, that's the whole premise of the video. I have in the background what seems is me creating a character. And I'm not going to lie. Why is this not like a common norm with like anime games where they have extensive customization? And not to be like nitpicky and stuff, but I feel like a lot of people who watch anime and or play anime games, they just want to like make a character their own way. And so on my last video, I'll probably leave a link afterwards, I did a customization video for the female character creation, and that one simply was just a silent customization where I try to show everything off, every hairstyle, every color wheel if possible, every feature that you can do to the face, etc. And right now I'm trying a different method. Shout out to Joe Stylo. He was saying that maybe, some people don't want to just have a silent video, but I'm trying something new, see how this goes. So I remember way back I was trying to watch videos on how extensive the character creation was, and I just had a personal critique that I found very annoying, is that like other people who made videos for these, they don't really show every little bit of detail. See, like right here I'm showing you like what it looks like, but this is only for the back end of the hair. So I'm trying to really show viewers, everyone really, like what it looks like. And I hope you do enjoy that, and I hope you enjoy the content that I've been working on. As of right now, the YouTube channel has dwindled over time. I recently made 4,000 views, and I was astonished. I don't even know how to really explain it, but really happy that I've gotten to that number. And so I want to continue doing that type of content where people are either looking at it as useful information or just somewhere laid back to just chill out and watch a video on something that Shwavy made, And so yeah, not really much with this video besides trying to show you all the customization, but I guess I can drop my opinion if that even matters. So one thing that I like is the gradient tool. So right here, yeah, as I'm customizing it, you can see that there's a gradient tool, and what that does is it shows like how far the separation of color is, and I think that's really cool when you're creating a character, especially with hair dyes and stuff like that. But little details like that I really do like, because I try to go for like a white and like a blood tipped hair color for this character. It was inspired by Arataki Itto. Obviously you guys know, well, if you see my other videos. I actually don't know if it's up right now, but really do like that character a lot, and his hair is really cool, and it's like white with like a red tip. But this is what I'm talking about with like character creation in video games. I don't know why I've always had like a strong opinion on these things. I guess I get upset or just like disappointed when game companies don't really take full advantage of the customization. And see right here, you can make the person's face longer, skinnier, rounder, and that's really cool. And I feel like this should be a staple for a lot of games in terms of customization, not like preset faces and stuff like that. Even worse is when they as in game companies they gave you the option to create characters, right? But they only let you play around with literally what the game gives you. I think a perfect example is GTA. Oh my goodness. I was planning on doing a video for Grand Theft Auto, but I never realized how ugly. I'm sorry if that sounds rude to certain people, but yo, them characters look gross. And I was thinking, it's like, wow, like that's like normal. Like you can't really sculpt a character. You know, there obviously should be some like leeway where like, oh yeah, here's presets. We have preset faces, so like some people don't want to deal with customization and whatnot. But there's a lot of people who go unheard of that cannot create a character the way they want that person to look like, whether they're inspired by like Clark Kent or other superheroes, you know, or like whatever. And most specifically, which I'm a bit disappointed with this game, is just that they don't represent all cultures. And now the year is 2022. I think by now, you know, people should have the option to get dreads. People should have the option to get full-on mullets, full-on mohawks. And obviously, like, yeah, it can't cater to everyone. But I'm pretty sure this is like a common thing for hairstyles. And I get confused on why this happens, or like who in the development team doesn't think about everyone. And I feel like a lot of artists know that there are so many different uniqueness, if that's even a word, to all different types of cultures. And as an artist, I find it very hard to believe that you only go up one route and you've only done one style of hair, one style of this and that, just to not even come across like someone with dreads or braids or curly hair, or even like, you know, I don't really know if I'm making any sense right now, but can't even have a beard. You know, it's not like it's an uncommon thing. Like beards are everywhere. But I am not sure if I am looking at it in the right way, because it does seem that the characters you're making are like younger, so it would make sense that, you know, they want to have beards and stuff. But it does seem like my character does have like an older face, so I'm not really sure. But still, there's always like reasoning and stuff like that. One specifically that made no sense to me was Elden Ring. And so you're like in this era where what's the word for it? You're in this era, right? Where it's like knights, you know, not really like a lot of like colored people and whatnot. And I saw this argument that people are saying that like, oh, then like, you know, it makes sense that there's no like dark haired people, you know? Then why are there like Japanese influence, or not just Japanese but like Asian influence with the samurai armor? Doesn't make any sense. And yeah, I get a bit confused. Like they missed out on that, where they could have added in more like dreads, more afros, more mohawks, or like just different cultures, man. And it's like, I'm pretty sure like Vikings, like they had, you know, dreads hair too. They had braids and stuff like that. So it's not just a black thing. There's both sides to it. And I'm sure there's folks who were kind of upset that they couldn't get like a really cool dread style and whatnot. And I'm not gonna make a whole video complaining about that. But that is one of my concerns when it comes to customization with this game. I love the hairstyle. I love everything. I do think that they went off with the physics. Like the hair actually has physics. and I think that's really unique. Not a lot of games do that. And the customization, this is the most I've ever seen for, let alone a mobile to PC crossplay game, to have this much detail. Besides Genshin Impact, they gave the players a lot of options, and I do respect that a lot. And I'm kind of curious to how long this stuff really takes to manipulate and whatnot. I'm really curious to why game developers don't go all the way in their games. It's like, that's like not a thing anymore. Before, you would buy a $60 game and you would get a lot. But then this is the most customization I've seen in a while, where it's simple enough, but you can make large changes for a free game. So think about that, a free game with this much detail. And obviously they left out what I was talking about: braids, dreads, mohawks, mullets and whatnot. But at the same time, I understand that this is a game made in China. So in China, they don't really see this kind of stuff quite often. And they probably do, but that is my excuse for them, So maybe that's why it's the same thing with Elden Ring, because I'm pretty sure Elden Ring is in a company that's made in the US, but they use a lot of aesthetics from European countries, and for them, I don't leave it as an excuse, because they had the resources, they had the team. It's not like it's a game breaking thing, most of the time you have a helmet on, but some people like to play without their helmet on just to see their character, and I know that for a fact. You see it all the time. And yeah, so I'm not gonna keep talking about Elden Ring, but the customization is really dope in this game, and I'm glad that they see it. I'm putting a mark wherever I want my face. That's really cool. And there's just a lot. Besides that, there isn't really much they can do, but there is a lot, if that makes sense. Like, for example, the clothes that the character is wearing, you can't really do too much with it. It's not like you can change the pants and whatnot, but they have different outfits, and you can change the colors to certain parts of it, and I appreciate that. But that is it for the video. This is a character I created, and please leave a comment. Oh crap, I think I'm out of time.